Hey everyone, welcome back to SkillCareer. If you've been hearing about SQL but never really got what it's all about, this video is for you. Today, I'm going to explain SQL in a way that actually makes sense. No confusing jargon, just real-world clarity. And by the end of this video, you'll finally understand how it works and why it's such a valuable skill in today's job market. Let's start with the basics. SQL stands for Structured Query Language. It's the standard language used to communicate with databases. Every time you interact with a website or app that deals with data, like ordering food online, checking your bank balance, or looking up products on an e-commerce site, chances are SQL is working behind the scenes. It's like the translator between you and the data. But what's a database, anyway? A database is basically a big collection of information stored in a structured format. It's like a super organized spreadsheet that can handle millions of rows of data. Companies use databases to store things like customer details, product info, transaction records, and much more. SQL is the tool we use to ask questions and get answers from that data. Want to know how many sales you made last month? Use SQL. Need a list of your top 5 customers? SQL. All again. It's the universal language of data analysis. One of the best things about SQL is that it's beginner-friendly. You don't need to know how to code or be a tech expert to start using it. The syntax is pretty straightforward. Even if you've never written a line of code before, you can start writing simple queries in just a few hours of learning. Let's break down what learning SQL actually looks like. First, you start with the select statement. This is the most basic command, and it's used to pull data from a database. Think of it as saying, "Show me this." You use select to pick which columns you want to see from a table. Maybe it's customer names, order dates, or total amounts. Whatever it is, select helps you view it. Next, you learn how to filter that data using the where clause. This lets you narrow down results to only what's relevant. For example, you might want to see orders placed in the last week, or customers from a specific city. Where helps you focus on just the data you need. After that, you move on to sorting and organizing your data. That's where order by comes in. Want to see the top-selling products or the most recent transactions? Order by lets you sort the data based on your criteria, like highest to lowest or newest to oldest. Then there's the group by clause. This is where things start getting powerful. Group by allows you to break your data into categories and then perform calculations on each group. For instance, you could group all sales by product and then find the total revenue for each item. This is super useful in business reporting and analytics. Once you're comfortable with those basics, it's time to learn about joins. Most real-world databases store information in multiple tables, not just one. Joins allow you to connect those tables and combine the information you need. For example, you might have one table with customer info and another with order info. Joins help you pull it all together. Another key part of SQL is using functions. SQL has built-in functions that help you do calculations like summing values, finding averages, counting entries, and even doing more advanced stuff like working with dates or strings of text. These functions make your queries more powerful and help you get deeper insights from your data. The next big thing to learn is subqueries. These are queries within queries. They let you get very specific with the data you want. It's like saying, first find this, and then from those results, find something else. Subqueries are incredibly useful once you get the hang of them. As you go deeper, you'll also learn how to create and modify tables, insert new data, update existing records, and even delete data if needed. These operations are part of what's called data manipulation language, another core part of SQL. So, where can you actually learn SQL? There are tons of great platforms online, many of them free. Websites like W3 Schools, Khan Academy, and FreeCodeCamp offer beginner-friendly tutorials. There are also interactive platforms like SQL Zoo, Mode Analytics, and LeetCode, where you can practice writing queries directly in your browser. And if you prefer video learning, YouTube is packed with tutorials, walkthroughs, and project demos, Now, let's talk about practice. Just like learning a new language, practice is key with SQL. Try to work on small projects, use sample databases, or even download public datasets to analyze. The more you write queries, the more confident you'll become. It also helps to build your own projects. You could analyze movie ratings, customer purchases, sports stats, anything that interests you. The goal is to work with real data and try answering real questions. This not only helps you learn, but also gives you something you can showcase to potential employers. Speaking of jobs, SQL is one of the most in-demand skills in tech and business. You'll find it listed in job postings for roles like data analyst, business analyst, product manager, marketing analyst, and even software engineering. It's truly a foundational skill in today's data-driven world. The best part? You don't need a computer science degree to get started. Many people learn SQL in just a few weeks and start using it in their jobs right away. It's practical, valuable, and opens up tons of opportunities. Let's go over some real-life scenarios where SQL is used. In marketing, analysts use SQL to track campaign performance and customer behavior. In e-commerce, it's used to analyze sales trends, customer demographics, and inventory. In healthcare, SQL helps with patient data, treatment histories, and medical reporting. In finance, analysts use it to track transactions, forecast revenues, and detect fraud. No matter where you work, if there's data, SQL can help you make sense of it. Before we finish, here are a few tips for mastering SQL. Start with the basics. Select, where, order by, and group by. Don't rush joins. Take time to understand how they work. Use real-world datasets that interest you. Practice regularly. Even just 20 minutes a day helps. Ask questions. Join online communities, forums, or Discord servers where people share tips and help each other out. All right, that wraps up our video on learning SQL. Whether you're a student, a career changer, or just curious about data, SQL is a powerful tool that can truly level up your skills. Start slow, keep practicing, and soon you'll be writing queries like a pro. If you found this video helpful, give it a like and subscribe to SkillCareer for more beginner-friendly tech and career content. Got questions or want a part 2? Drop a comment below. Until next time, keep learning and keep growing. You've got this!